good, y'all, man? You know why we here. First of all, we know why we here, man. It's already in the title description. We're here because Lil Dicky decided to make another appearance in 2019, or did he make Freaky Friday in 2018? I don't know. It really slips on my mind, man. You know, like Lil Dicky likes to come and go as he pleases, but I'm starting to realize what kind of artist Lil Dicky is. First of all, Lil Dicky is probably one of, the most creative artists to come out of that 2016 XXL freshman list. And I already said, man, even though a lot of people, even myself, didn't agree with that freshman list, I think a lot of those artists are shining. I tweeted about that the other day. I said, if you literally look at that list and see all the artists that were in 2016 from the XXL freshman list, they have somewhat, impacted music. Whether it was last year, 2017, or even this year in 2019, they have put their footprint in music, and I feel like they are shining. Not saying that they, are the best. I'm just saying they were shining at one point. Lil Dicky is one of those artists where I feel like he's not a rapper anymore. This is my thing. He's not a rapper anymore. In my opinion, I think that Lil Dicky should team up with like Pixar or Disney. One of those companies that deal with a lot of animation and, with a lot of cartoon shit. Because I feel like that's kind of Dicky's lane. He made Freaky Friday. I feel like he's a creative artist. You know what I'm saying? He has a creative mind. Remember when he did the whole brain thing? I think it was 3 years ago. He had the brain. And then, he was kind of talking to it. And it was just like, it was funny. He's a funny guy. Some people think he's corny. Some people think he's funny. It just depends on how you take humor. You know what I'm saying? Lil Dicky has this track called Earth, right? And throughout this track, he has various artists. He always has a way of bringing the community together, whether it's in his message, in his animation, or just, getting people together in general. On this track right here, he had artists Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Wiz Khalifa, Lil Jon, Tory Lanez. There were just so many different artists on this track, and the message of the track was about Earth. Everybody waking the fuck up, realizing that, we need to take care of the planet we live on. Look, I know a lot of people don't really like environmentalists. A lot of people don't really like global warming, shut the fuck up. Florida's gonna be underwater in 10 years. I remember when they said Florida was gonna be underwater by the year 2020, and it's 2019, guys. And I'm gonna tell you right now, as a resident of Florida, we are still above water, all right? We're well above water, so that was a lie. But I do agree to an extent that global warming is for real. Pollution is for real. It may not affect our generation, but going down 500 years later, it's gonna eventually, maybe 500, 2,000 years later, the earth is not gonna withstand the fuckery that we're giving it. So, Lil Dicky making this track, even having like artists like Bad Bunny, Chris Wu, PSY or Psy, however you say that. I thought that was really cool, man. Lil Dicky is just trying to give a positive message. Now, there's definitely some corny lines here, like right here. Man said, I'm a disgruntled skunk, I'ma shoot you out my butthole. That is the line that I know a lot of people, aside from Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande, I know they didn't have verses or whatever, they had simple lines, but you give Wiz Khalifa, I'ma shoot something out my butthole. You couldn't even say ass. Was this supposed to be PG-13? I know it's #1 trending on YouTube, but come on, man, you had to give us something corny like that. I think the funniest line on here was, when Snoop Dogg was the weed plant. That was a funny one, but this is the other one that caught me off guard right here. Lil Jon comes out of nowhere, because the only reason I knew about the cast or whatever, or the people that were featured in this track, was because at the end of the video they explained it. But before that, I was trying to just guess who was. I got Lil Jon right. Lil Jon coming out as a clam. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? I'm a clam? I don't know if y'all know who Lil Jon is. For the younger people that don't know who Lil Jon is, we talking about to the windows, to the wall, to the sweat drop down my balls. We talking about to the sweat drop down my balls. That's the Lil Jon. Lil Jon the clam. Sweat drop down my balls. I don't think y'all realize that, man. So it's just funny, man, that you know, him getting all these artists. I got Wiz Khalifa right. I got Snoop Dogg. I heard Bad Bunny in there. Ariana Grande, obviously, and Justin Bieber. And then Lil Jon. And there was one more artist that I kind of heard. The Kanye, because he, you know, Lil Dicky. Kanye probably don't fuck with Lil Dicky. You know, Kanye out there doing Sunday service and shit. So he probably was like, nah, fuck you, Lil Dicky. I ain't doing it. So Kevin Hart did the voice of Kanye. I recognize that as well. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. I love his concepts, man. Sometimes Lil Dicky can come off corny. I will admit that. He comes off corny. He just, I mean, he comes off likable to me. Like, he's a likable person. But sometimes the shit he just says is just like, wow. Like, I remember there was a point in time in his career where he wanted to be taken serious as an MC. And I think now with this video, Earth, he's kind of giving that up. I'm just being real with y'all. Like, this is something from Lil Dicky that, you know, I think he can kind of just, you know, give that, not saying give that dream up, but, you know, give that phase up for right now. And, you know, maybe later on down the line, because I've heard bars from Lil Dicky. The boy can rap. He definitely can spit. It's just the fact that sometimes you really can't take him serious. And that's what kills him. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants a playful rapper, all right? You will not be taken serious as a playful rapper. All right, let me rephrase that. When it comes to credibility and actually being a top tier rapper, you will not be taken serious, all right? Because there is a lot of clowns in the game nowadays, and a lot of people really kind of fuck with that. But yeah, man, hey, just the overall concept of the track, man. That's all I can really say about that, man. Like, I'm not gonna come here and say that Lil Dicky making this Earth track, it's a reason why it's #1 trending. It's a reason. Like, the man has talent. I think that he just needs he needs to find a different lane. Like, yes, he can still make music, and I think that, like I said earlier in the video, that he just needs to partner up with someone like Pixar or Disney. Because I feel like with all this animation shit, you know, kind of making these movie soundtracks, he would be a perfect artist to make, you know, classics for, you know, Disney. Like, remember, bro, I don't know if y'all know, man, but like A Whole New World, like Aladdin, that's a classic. That's timeless. Everyone will sing A Whole New World because you will always watch Aladdin at some point in your life as a kid. You will always watch that. They will always remake these Disney movies. The Circle of Life was another one, you know, from Lion King. So I feel like Lil Dicky can be one of those artists where he makes these timeless classic tracks because he does have a message. He does have creativity. His mind is very artistic. I just don't think that he's a rapper. That's just my opinion. Like, I just honestly can't, you know, at this point in 2019, I can't take him serious as a rapper. Point blank, period. Like, I'm not gonna say, yes, sometimes he comes off as corny. It's not he comes off as corny. The shit that he says or the shit that he makes other people say is very corny in the track. All right, it's just like, wow. You know, basic white dude, curly hair. I don't know if it's red. It looks kind of brown, reddish. You know, a lot of people. It was already hard enough, you know, for Eminem to be a top 10 rapper, right? It was already hard enough for that, you know, based on his skin color. Like I said, I don't peep skin color, but look, when rap was first coming up, it was black people. All right, that's how rap was brought up, from black people. Rap fans were black. So when you get a stranger like, it's even the whole thing with country. When you get a stranger like Eminem to come in, but even though Eminem was from that environment, he still got scolded. You know what I'm saying? For being a white rapper. Now you got this dude, Lil Dicky, who's like, the image is just not there. And it's kind of just like, we supposed to take this nigga serious? Like, I don't understand. We supposed to take this nigga serious? And a lot of people might get mad at me for saying this, like, oh, you're not supposed to talk about color, or, oh, even whatever he looks like, he's still a rapper. Bro, I'm sorry. Rapping, yes, while it's about your bars and lyrics, it's also about your presentation. You know what I'm saying? It's what you look like. It's how you act. You know, it's the swag you bring. You know what I'm saying? The energy you bring. You have to bring, you know, you got to have the persona of a rapper. I just don't know how to explain that. So Lil Dicky just doesn't come off like that for me. And while this was an amazing track, gathering all these artists together, you know, the message he has here, you know, protecting the earth, all that stuff. I mean, like, this is where I heard Bad Bunny. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment box below. That's why I heard Bad Bunny and Chris Wu. Chris Wu, I had to actually dig into that because I didn't know what language that was. So I believe that was Chris Wu. You know, with the 808s, 808 rise, and y'all know about that. You know, trying to think of Rich Brian and all them fools over there, and Joji, all the Asian squad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Asian squad, 808 baby. But that's just my opinion. I know I sound like a broken record. I think that this was an amazing track. Hands down, probably one of the top 20 tracks of this year, just because of the message in itself. But I think that Dicky fans kind of just need to take a step back. And when you ask the question of why is this man very underrated, why is this man, you know, overlooked? You know, just take a look at his catalog in the last 2 years. That's why. Because I don't even think he takes himself that serious. And we're going to keep it like that, man. Get in the comment box below. Let me know what y'all think about the track in the comment box below. Yeah, man. Let me know what y'all opinions on Lil Dicky. Like, where do y'all think he stands in hip-hop? Or if y'all agree with the whole Disney and Pixar thing. You know, like, is Disney and Pixar the same thing? Hey, I'm still kind of sick, man. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, get in the comment box below. Don't forget, like always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Don't forget, like the video if you support me, and follow me on social media. Let me know what you want to hear. And to the next time, man. Hey, at the end of the day, man, it is no hate. Remember that it is no hate. I'm just giving my opinion. And I know a lot of y'all probably mad because I didn't do the whole reaction, but I just put reaction because there was some parts of the song where I put it in the video. So I had to just put that there because it wasn't just a straight review, and I don't really want to lie to y'all. So with that being said, don't forget, like always, been fucking talking too much. Till the next time, it's been your boy Dev, and like always, we are out.